Thanks a lot. Who was that? But yeah, anyway, thank you. Yeah, I had to record me. The initial statement poses a hierarchy, but there is no exclusion. Exclusion. So here, the problem is that there is a presupposition in Marian's question, which is not legitimate, because the statement it's not a presupposition for the statement, this exclusion. Good? Someone else? Raise your hand. If
Yes, I like to criticize Eunice's first commentary.
okay, this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being smart does not help you carry your groceries and defend yourself in a dangerous situation.
Okay. Yeah. What's the problem? What's the criticism here?
My criticism is that I think it's untrue,
Mm-hmm.
or it's
Explain, tell us.
possibly suggestive. Being smart can help you. Can help you create a pulley to pull your groceries up to the second floor. Can help you create another manner of carrying groceries, and being smart can help you evade the situation or find a way to defend yourself, like the kid in Home Alone. He wasn't
Yeah.
stronger than the two, but he was smart.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Eunice. Eunice, are you there? Yes. Open the
Yes.
microphone. What did you listen to Eve? Did you
Yes,
understand it?
I
Yeah.
understand.
So does Yun provide an example in which smartness helps you in those activities that you propose?
Yes, he gives some examples, but I can also give examples that your smartness doesn't help with carrying, for example, groceries.
Yeah, okay. But then, but I understand. But the idea is that what he presents, the objection here,
Yes.
that you can do it in a smart way, but you don't have to be strong to do it.
Yes, it's possible to do that, but if you are not strong and you are smart and you are weak, for example, then it's difficult to for example, carry something that's weighty, that has a lot of weight, or in a situation.
Well, let's stay with carry a lot of weight because you give two examples, and let's stay with one, with carrying groceries.
Yes.
Okay. Did you listen to? Do you remember the example, the counter example of Eve?
Yes, that there are different ways to carry your groceries.
Yeah. And then you don't have to be strong.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you don't have those things and you are a smart person, who's gonna carry the groceries when you are at a at the supermarket and you have those bags? You have to carry
Yeah.
them.
Okay. Now you are complicating your thing. You're putting conditions.
No, I make it concrete. Like you are in a situation, you are a very smart person, and you went to the store and you bought a lot of things, and now you want to carry them.
Yeah. Well, but around there are a lot of people with the trolley that goes to the supermarket with the trolley.
And now you have to go home.
Well, you go home with the trolley and the bag full of things on your trolley, and you trolley it along the way.
But it's not okay. Maybe in some countries, okay.
Well, some
you're
countries. Then you're telling me, but you are in a mountain. But then you are putting a lot of conditions, no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there are smart ways. So smartness help you to carry groceries.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
But not
So,
always.
well, not always, yeah, but many times at least.
Yeah. Yes, you can say that.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's the problem that the idea is that we see in your objection, you were looking at this problem only from the standpoint of strength. But smartness here, it's quite obvious that helps, that is
Yeah.
presented. So it was quite easy for Eve to find a way. Well, he proposed a complicated example, like a pulley to pull the thing to the third floor. But okay, we have an easy one with the trolley. Well, actually, no, let's go with Eve because it's nice. If you are strong but not smart, and if you have a lot of groceries, you cannot bring them upstairs. If you imagine you have 100 kilograms groceries, with a pulley, you can lift them. You're strong, you cannot. Well, unless you are a bodybuilder. But then I propose you 200 kilograms. And with a pulley, you can, even if you are weak. So there is something in maybe in your idea, in your objection, but as it is presented here, doesn't work very well. It's who's got a name for this problem? Eve, have you got a name for the problem that you identified? You said it's not true.
Weak argument, maybe.
yes, I would say incomplete or weak.
Yeah. Someone else? Better?
I would say false evidence.
Yeah. Okay. It's a false evidence that being smart does not help you carry groceries. Well, being smart helps you a lot carrying groceries. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. Good with it? Someone else who has a problem with this? Okay, no. Let's go to another issue. Peter.
The last one from Saif.
Yes.
But I have only an objection to the first part of the statement. And the writing in brackets is not mine. Maybe a colleague has some other issue with the sentence. But
Actually, I added it, the bracket.
it's yours. Okay. I would criticize smart and strong are not contradictory. I think that's similar to Marianne's proposal. Smart and strong are not contradictions. It's hierarchical, not contradictory.
Okay, so we are looking at this part, right?
Yeah. No one has said that they are contradictory.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's not in the statement.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but so far, yes. So this one, in the first part, there is no problem for the statement. Okay, maybe in the second part, so let's take the whole work of Saif, at least until the dot, because it's okay, it's two parts, but let's check also the second part. So being, you agree, Peter, that we should read the whole sentence, because in this part, the first part does not represent a problem for the statement. Maybe there is something in the second part.
Yeah, I think that there's a problem for the statement in the first part.
Okay, so, but then you think that the Saif objection works, is a good one, or it's not a good one?
It's not a good one because it wouldn't convince the client that his statement is a problem. If I tell him smart and strong are not contradictory, then the client would say, "Oh, I never said that they are contradictory."
Ah, okay, yes. Okay, so it's the same as Maria. Okay, now I understand why you make a parallel. Okay, good.
I made 2 points.
But then, yeah, yes, Saif, go ahead.
So I made 2 points. At the beginning, I thought they're the same thing, but then after I heard the objection of Marianne's about Marianne's statement, I find that there's the first part, smart and strong are not contradictory. This I agree does not problematize the initial statement. However, there is the idea that the two concepts are undifferentiated. I think this does pose a problem for the initial statement.
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting one. So elaborate a little bit this idea. Why this undifferentiation? I would not call. Okay, try again. Do use the word that you have, and then we see how to refine it.
So you want me to explain the second part?
Yes, because the
Okay.
first part we agree, and
We agree, yes.
so the statement does not say that the two things are contradictory.
Yes.
But maybe there is something. Tell us, explain us why the second part of your objection creates a problem
Yes.
for the state.
Okay. So when someone says smart, in a certain domain, it implies that he is strong in that domain. And vice versa. When someone is strong in a certain domain, it also implies that he is smart. So I think I'm not sure about the name of this statement. I think it's undifferentiated. I'm not sure though about the name.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Who understands the Saif idea? Raise your hand. Okay. So let me hear someone who hasn't spoken yet. Rose Ann, please, can you rephrase, explain Saif position? Why it works, why it represents an objection to the statement?
Yeah. So the author compares A and B, and Safe shows that A and B can go together.
Yeah, not that can go together.
That
Because to go together, it's that one can be smart and strong at the same time.
yeah,
That means to go together. So we have an athlete that is strong, a bodybuilder who is strong, and he's also smart. So that means to go together. So the bodybuilder is strong in terms of strength, physical strength, and maybe he is smart as well because
yeah,
he's able to solve equation, third degree equation in math, as Alex proposes. So he's a genius as well. He's smart. But Saif is a different thing. What Saif says.
yes.
I'm saying
No, wait, Saif. Let
Okay.
the stage to Rose.
You can see it at different levels. at a certain level, you can interpret it as smart, but if you look at it from another level or perspective, you can see it as strong, and the other way around.
Okay, so yes, so B is a form of A, is a type of A. So strongness or smart, let's say smartness is a form of strength. So here, the proposal here, the underneath idea is that we are mining the statement by showing that the two things are not separate, are the same thing. And if we broaden a little bit the concept and we do not stuck to physical strength and mind and the smartness only of the mind, well, this can be a form of strength, the power of the mind. So in this way, we are breaking the boundaries of the statement by working on the meaning of words. So smartness is a form of strength. In this case, we would force, or we will make the author, we will push the author to realize then that smartness is a form of strength. So to distinguish those two doesn't make sense. So it folds the comparison. You follow? You know? Who understand what we are saying here? Raise your hand if you follow the reasoning. Okay, good. Yeah. So then Peter, we go back to you. So the second part of Saif, the second part of the statement, there is an objection there. There is the idea that can object, that can problematize the initial statement. Good with it? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, what can we say that the two smartness is, and can be seen as a form of strength, for the boundaries between the two concepts would fall, and the state would make sense anymore. Okay. Okay, someone else with a different problem? Isabel, no, Isabella. What's the pronunciation of your name?
Isabella.
Isabel. Okay.
I think that's similar what Sherry is trying in her second problematization. Isn't being smart a kind of being strong?
Okay. Yeah. Well, but this is an example of what we said before, no? What we've just discussed.
Yes, I see a problem. When the initial statement is it's better to be smart than to be strong, when it's stated that when I'm smart I'm also strong, then it's kind of proof of the statement. We would need a counterexample that being strong is also some form of being smart.
No, wait. No, we're not talking about the proofs now. Why you want a proof? A proof for what?
No, it's when being smart is a form of being strong, then that's kind of is an argument for the statement. It's better to be smart than strong, because then I have both. I'm smart and strong because of the smartness.
Yeah. Okay, but
I would need something to strengthen up the being strong, that it can also be a kind of smartness.
Yeah.
To problematize.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but here there is if you take this, well, first of all, let's go step by step. Let's try it this way. What would be the answer to this question? Isn't being smart a kind of being strong? What the author would answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Probably
yes. Yeah, probably yes. Okay, here we have already part of the job that is done correctly, because we have a question and we have a probable answer. Good. Now, if it is like that, then does the statement make sense anymore or no?
No.
No. Okay, because there is no better, no worse. So that's this is what we discussed before as well, because there is no better and no worse if smartness is a form of strength.
Okay.
Yeah, you see? Okay, so that's why the question is problematizing. Yes, because the statement, it undermines the statement itself. There is a presupposition in the statement that is smartness and strength are different. And then we say, hey, we are going to breaking that assumption, which is the condition of possibility for the statement to make sense. Condition of possibility is a distinction between smartness and strength. And then we are breaking it. So we are changing conditions, which is one of the strategy of problematization. Yeah, Isabel? Fine? Okay. Anyone has a problem with what we are doing now? No? Okay. We go for the following one. Go ahead. Eve.
It's Roseanne's third statement. When is being smart a disadvantage? And I think it doesn't problematize the statement, because the question is asking us, is it better to be it's better to be smart than to be strong?
Yeah.
Proving there's a disadvantage to being smart does not mean that being strong is better. There can also be a disadvantage to being strong. The question for me doesn't show the advantage of the strength over.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So we can find some disadvantages for smartness, for being smart, but then doesn't mean that it is better to be strong, or that it is worse than the other. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Rosen. Yeah, you understand, Eve? You take the criticism? Okay. Yes. Who's got another criticism for the same question? For the same question, no one? Okay, so we skip. Yeah, Arminda.
Yes. I think it's not a problematization because it doesn't show us the disadvantages. It asks the client to find the disadvantages.
Yes. Okay. So what the client or the author would answer to this question?
It would answer that there are no disadvantages.
Never would be the answer. So the probable answer would be this one. If I am supporting that smartness is better than to be strong, and you try to problematize with this angle, I would say that well, to be smart is never a disadvantage. So I have to, what the work should be done more on the questioner, on the philosopher side. So you are, Roseanne, you are telling the client, do the job yourself. Now it's thanks, Arminda. Let's clarify a point here that when we work on problematization, on competencies, we work on competencies in a kind of in a puristic way. So we want to go for the hard job. We have to find the idea, provide the full problematization. Okay, this is quite aseptic work, which is propedeutic to consultation, to workshop. When we work with a client, then we can do what Roseanne is proposing. We can propose, we can ask the client, our interlocutor, to problematize himself. So this is legitimate to do it. And this would problematize. If we were in a consultation, then this question can be useful. It's useful, this question. And we can problematize the speech of the interlocutor because we ask the interlocutor to do the job. And this is legitimate in a consultation. And then if we are working in a quite puristic way, as we are doing now, then we have to make the job ourselves and to problematize, to propose the idea. So in the strategy, it's fine, the direction, Rose, but then you have to propose, to show the situation in which it is disadvantageous. If you do so, then we are working on the competence. You are doing the job, the thinking job, which is what is required by the exercise now. When you are in a consultation, then it's fine that you let the interlocutor doing the job. Good. Does it make sense what I say? Is it clear to everybody? Yeah. Okay. If you have a problem, you raise the hand, because that's it's important also to clarify this point. And this goes with all the work that we are doing on competencies. We work quite in the hard way we go because we want to do the job ourselves. We want to be clear. We want to be explicit. We don't want to leave. We want to take the charge on ourselves. Then when we are in a consultation, in a workshop, we are throwing the work, the charge on the other side because we want the other person to think. Okay, good. So this one is problematic, and we said never or and the other one was the other critic was okay showing the downside of smartness doesn't imply strength to be better. Okay, yeah. Following problem. Yelling.
Alex, number 2 question. Would you rather be strong or smart when taking a math exam?
Okay.
Because the client will probably say, rather be smart than
Yeah.
it's not problematized.
Yes, so this question would rather reinforce the statement and the author belief, right? Yelling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, that's something you said at the beginning.
I wasn't really smart when I read the statement.
Okay, yeah. So maybe you missed the beginning yelling, but Alex accepts your criticism. This question rather reinforce or strengthen the initial statement. Following one. Well, yeah. Of course, if you have a problem with, because I'm going quite quick, but if you have a problem, you stop, you raise your hand, you make yourself visible. If
It's Isabella's statement. Is it for everyone better to be smart than strong? The author would say yes. It seems like it's almost re-asking the question.
where is it? Is I don't find it. Can you highlight?
It's right. Yeah, it's right underneath.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Where?
geez. Sorry, I'm on the iPad.
Okay.
Okay. Is it for everyone better to be smart than strong? Well, okay. And so repeat because I
Yeah.
was, yeah. Eve, repeat what you said because I didn't concentrate.
The author is going to say yes. It reinforces its question.
So it's not problematizing because the
No.
author say yes, it's for everyone, but it's better to be smart than strong. Where is Isabella? Isabella, you good with it? You take the criticism?
Yes, I take it. It's okay. I
Okay.
see it too. It's I should come up with the example, and I couldn't make it like Roseanne.
Yes. So it's the same that we said
Yes.
before with Rose. So you should come with a counterexample. We should bring your case on the table, not reversing the charge. You should take the charge for it. Yeah. Okay. Safe.
I see a different problem in a different by Eunice. It is
Yeah.
the second statement he mentioned. Being
Defend
smart.
yourself in a dangerous situation.
No, the one below that.
Being smart does not mean that you have a strong will.
To use your smartness in difficult situations. The problem I see is that Eunice assumed that by strong, he meant that it is strong will, but it does not mention in this part in the statement, initial statement.
Yeah, okay, a moment. Let me read a bit. Repeat your objection, your criticism, safe.
My criticism is that Eunice supposed that the author is talking about strong will. And this is an issue that I see. I see another issue.
Okay, let's stay with this one.
Yes.
Okay. The statement talks about strength or to be strong. That smart is better than to be strong. Okay. The statement doesn't say which kind of strength. So strong is when Yunus can use strong, the idea of strong, as he wants. That is one of the way that we have to problematize with the meaning of the words. So far, it's legitimate what Yunus does. To use to switch or to use a different meaning of words. But maybe he's not problematizing, then we see another problem. But so far, the thing that you are pointing out is not a problem. Because Yunus here, it is that he's switching, he's changing the paradigm. The obvious paradigm of the statement is a physical strength. And then Yunus is using, okay, it's willpower. Safe, are you with me?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're thinking. Okay, but let's see what is your second criticism. Maybe it's still the first one. So elaborate again. Let's go to the second, or let's go to the second. I don't know. But the idea. Well, okay. Let me repeat because I see that you are a bit lost.
So you want me to? The connection was like your voice went away for a period of time. So can you repeat, please, Luca?
Yes. Okay, but we change or that we understand words with alternative meaning, it's fine. It's an operation that we can do. Actually, it's something which is useful for the work of problematization. So that in itself, strong will is not said in the initial statement. Well, it's not a problem because actually in the initial statement there is the idea of strength, strong, nothing else. That idea can be strength of the will.
I understand now, yes.
Okay, so that that Yunus bringing up or talking about strong will is relevant for our discussion, for the statement. Okay, because he's using a different facet, different aspect of the same idea, of the idea of strength. And actually, we worked in the same way before when we said that smartness is a form of strength. We were twisting, playing with the boundaries, with the concept, with the meaning. So far, Yunus is doing a legitimate operation. Good? Okay. Now, maybe you have an additional criticism, your second part, I don't know. Now you decide what you want to do. Either you stop or you say, no, yes, there is a criticism, I want to go on. But you tell me a different thing, not the same one, if you want to.
Okay. I think I can propose another criticism.
On the same statement, on the same, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Different one,
yeah.
But one moment. So, the idea is being smart Eunice is questioning that you can't use, if you're smart and don't have will, you can't use your smartness. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I'm saying that if this is the case, the person is not smart. So it's a contradiction.
Okay. Let's go to Eunice now. Yeah. So there is a contradiction. And the contradiction is that if the person is not smart, then he cannot use the smartness. Right? Safe?
I'm saying that if you assume that the person is smart, but he is not smart enough to use his will for coping with a difficult situation, then he is not smart. This is my idea.
Okay, this is your idea, but is it Eunice's idea? What is Eunice's idea?
Eunice's idea is that, well, there's being smart and there's having strong will to use this smartness. He's mentioning that they are two different things.
Yes. Okay, is to be smart and to have a strong will are two different things. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And which one is a condition in?
So, as I understand that, it's like a switch. If you have a strong will, you can use your smartness.
Yes.
However, what I'm saying is that this not using this smartness is dumb. So it's a contradiction.
Okay. Let's do like this because I don't understand.
Okay.
So let's go to the group. Who understands safe criticism? Okay, good. Pick one person, safe.
Let's see. Marianne.
To summarize this idea, it would be stupid to not use the smartness. And this is the contradiction. So how can a person be smart when he is not using it?
Okay, okay. So, yeah, okay, good. So basically, Eunice is proposing a differentiation, a distinction that it's not true. It's not there. One cannot be smart if it doesn't show the smartness. Yeah, is that it? Safe? Okay, okay. Eunice, so is it true that you are tricking us here? You are creating distinction that does not exist.
Yes, there I go again. I introduced a new concept, and that is the strong will. And I have tried to make a difference between smartness, somebody who's smart, and somebody who has a strong will.
No, yeah, okay.
And
so
what Save is doing now is saying that if you are not using this smartness by following your strong will, then you're initially not smart.
yes, exactly. So
But
you introduced something. Why I call it a trick? Because well, it's potentially anyone is smart, but then if he's not smart in the actual, life when it doesn't count anything. So he's not smart. Well, I know a lot of things. Well, I cannot say, but I know a lot of things. I know the answers, but I cannot tell you now. I knew it, but it's this attitude. You know this thing, so you are proposing this distinction. Okay, so smartness is smartness only if it is actual smartness, not if it is not if it is potential smartness, because potentially also stupids can be smart, right?
Yeah, I disagree because
Okay, you did.
you no, I disagree with what Saif is saying because it's for common sense. Nobody is every second smart. Sometimes your will can be can blockade you or block you to follow your will. So if you don't have a strong will and you are a smart person, for example, normally, that can be a problem. So then at that moment you are not smart.
Yeah.
But if you are known as a smart person and you have a weak will, then there is a difference between smartness and having a strong will.
Okay. Wait.
And I see it,
Yeah.
for example, also with my students. I see that they are very smart, but sometimes they don't want to do things or don't want to think or don't want to or do
Okay.
stupid
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But they are generally smart.
Wait. Because I smelled it now. Is someone smart if he normally doesn't show or doesn't do something smart? Normally, the average.
Yes, you can say he's normal. He's smart. He's known to be smart.
Well, he's known to be smart if he normally does smart things.
Yes.
Okay. If normally this person doesn't do or does stupid things or mistakes, then he's not known for being smart.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So therefore, normally you have the willpower for being smart if you are smart. Otherwise, you would not be called smart.
It could be a talent.
Younes, stay with me.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
If you don't do a lot of effort, it could be a talent. Then you are not.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter if it is a
Using a lot
talent
of effort.
or not a talent, or if you have developed it with a hard job, with a lot of effort. It means that most of the cases, if you are smart, then your smartness is revealed. You do smart thing. Also, the rest of the world can see and can judge you smart.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Therefore, smartness goes hand in hand with the power, the willpower of being smart.
I know where you want to go, but I will
Well,
say I
because it's logical, it's rational, but you don't want to go there because you want to defend your brilliant students when most of the time they are lazy asses. But
yes.
no, but they are smart.
Yes.
It's like parents, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, my son is very clever, but he doesn't feel like, he's tired, he's bored.
Yes.
Well, then if he doesn't apply, if he doesn't realize his smartness and cleverness in the world, he will become stupid sooner or later. So smartness and cleverness should be actualized.
Yes.
Hmm? Because then you have your students might have a bad day Okay, but that is exceptional. When he's normally smart, he normally has the willpower for being smart, and today he had a bad day, he could not pass the exam. That's okay, acceptable. But most of the times, average, he is smart, and it is visible, the smartness. So the willpower goes with it. If you are very smart, but you lack the willpower, it means that most of the time you lack the willpower and you are not smart. So that's why I use this word, and I could not see it at the beginning, but then Saif and Marianne presented it. So you are creating a distinction, but if you create that distinction, then we go with the willpower, with when it is shown, when it is the actual.
And then you are smart, yes.
Yeah, okay, then you are smart.
Yes, I see.
Okay. So that's why it's a kind of trick what you played on us. You were distinguished two things.
I tried my best.
Okay, good, but Saif saw it. Good, Saif. Thanks. Okay, good. So, but now we have 5 minutes left. I would like to get some comments, reflection on problematization, well, mainly on the process of problematization, what you think, because we analyzed a lot of questions and problems. So normally it doesn't happen, but okay, this was a unusual workshop under this aspect. So let's stop here and let's make some comments, reflection on the workshop, on the problematization mainly, and the process. Who wants to say something? Isabel, yes?
I would like to make a comment on the workshop itself. I liked it. It was very clear and structured, and you have a very calm attitude. What I dislike is that I think you did too much work for us. There were situations like the last conversation with Yunus, and your explanation were good and clear and good to follow. But I think as a group, we could have developed it for ourselves, and this would have been more challenging, and it would have been more vivid because more people would have had the chance to make statements or to have thoughts on it.
Okay, I mean, you mean to challenge Yunus and to make him to give proposition to Yunus to explain less myself and to let the group
Yes.
explaining more the things because you know the things. Okay, yeah, I understand. Thanks. Someone else? Safe.
I have the same point as Isabella. However, it's more on the other side. So what I mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah, say.
What I mean is that I did find that at parts of the workshop, you were heavily involved. However, I didn't find it to be intrusive. Or
Okay, so I was working. So you agree with Isabel that I was working a little bit, but it was not too much. It was
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Roseanne, yes.
I have a question. Do
To
you
whom?
think,
To me or to the
yeah, to
group?
you, yeah, or to the group, yeah, to the group, to everyone. Do you think that problematization question is a good question, problematization question, when during a consultation, when the client believes it's a good question? So does the client in a consultation determines the quality of the question?
Okay.
I see a lot of
That's-
nodding heads. Maybe
Yes.
I reformulate. So,
Because it sounds a weird question. So reformulate your question in be nice, 12 words max.
okay. During these lessons, we determine together whether a question is good or not good, whether we see a problem or not. That's like theory, but in practice, during a consultation, does the client finally has the last word of evaluating the question? Like a question could work very well for someone, but maybe in theory, it's not a real good question. Is it then good or not?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand the question. So the client is your reality check. So now we are among peers. This is a peer review, so we can prize ourselves and say, yes, that's good, that's wonderful, that's the most powerful problematization question. But then you go to the reality, you go to the client, the consultation, you give the question, and the client says, no, no, no. Well, yeah. So in a way, the client is the reality check. So what you have to deal with is the reality. Not here in this workshop, if we say it's good, it's bad. Maybe a bad problematization question that we list it as not problematizing in the consultation, maybe it works better than anything else. So that is, and then we go back to what I said before, but this is, we are purists here working on the competencies. When you are in the reality, when you are in the body to body with the client, then what works is what is working. So then you have to check, then you have your reality check. Then, so this is the first answer. And there's a second level of answer is that you have to be able to assess yourself, not the client. The client normally is stuck with himself, beliefs, emotional, attached to his own self, defending. So no, you cannot trust.
Trust the client, right? No.
You don't trust the client. You trust the client in what he shows, not what he says. So it's the performance. You trust the performance of the client because he cannot lie, or he has to be very good if he manages to lie with the performance, with the form of the speech. But that's why you don't trust the evaluation of the client, not that much. Better if you watch the recording by yourself with another philosopher or with an independent party. That's why we go with the second level. It's part of my answer on the second level. You have to be able to evaluate yourself. So you have to be able to understand if you were problematizing, if your problematization was good or not. Because then, if it was good, if you problematize once, you problematize the second time, and the client doesn't take it, but the first time you can be in doubt, okay, maybe I didn't do a good job. You propose the second time, well, but if you did a good job in problematizing both times, then there is a problem. You should see it. When the client is stubborn, when there is an emotional stake, there is something that he is in survival mode. So if you are not able to problematize with good problematization, and you have to know it by yourself, if it is good or not, then it means that there is another problem there. It's not a matter of, it's not a cognitive problem. Maybe it's a cognitive problem. The client doesn't understand cognitively, or most probably there is something emotional going on. And then you have to work in a different way. then it's not the work on problematization. Then the skill, the competence that you have in problematization is not the one that you have to use. You have to use something else. You have to work on the subject. You have to go beyond. You have to say, hey, stop. Oh, why are you acting crazy now? Is it normal to you to reject any proposal that you are offered? Then you have to work on the attitude.
Yeah.
But one answer is yes, the client is your reality check. Second is don't trust the client.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are a bit over time, so unless you have you are compelled, you have some urgency to say and to comment, I close the workshop.
Thank you, Luca.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, good. So see you later in 1 hour with Oscar. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Thank you.
So